What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on September 4th, 2022. Some of the figures that you could possibly find in store right now include the Hot Topic exclusive Hardened Aaron from Attack on Titan. That is a very cool looking figure, and I've actually seen, some people sharing it on social media, and I've seen a review of it on YouTube as well. So definitely an awesome looking figure for fans of that series. Now with Target, you can find Amit and the Temple of Khonshu statue from Moon Knight. I've actually seen those in store with my own eyes. Something else that I've seen in Target is some of the latest or more recent Blacklight Marvel figures. If you've been having trouble finding some of those, they might be easier to find now. Like I said, my Target was basically flooded. There were plenty of those figures available. Some common figures that you could be on the lookout for are the Legally Blonde figures. I've actually been seeing those in stores for a couple of weeks. I just forgot to mention them in the last video. Also, the Sally Face figures are showing up in stores, and the ET figures as well, and that does include Elliot and ET on the bike, which is a glow-in-the-dark figure. Very awesome looking figure as well, and I've actually ordered that. I pre-ordered it. That order actually did come in. I just have not unboxed it yet, but I will very soon here on the channel. Also at Target, you can be on the lookout for the Art Series Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader figures. I haven't seen those yet with my own eyes, but I'm pretty sure they are on the way to my local Targets. And like I said, they may be in yours already. There is a Luna Lovegood Pop Pen with a chase, and the chase is gold and pink and has a diamond paint job going on there. This pop pen I think is starting to show up in stores possibly. It may be with Target. That's where I see a lot of the pop pens showing up. So be on the lookout for that one. But if I learn that it's actually exclusive somewhere else, then I will come back to that and let you all know about that. Now, from the day of this recording, the San Francisco Giants did release, to the fans, of course, that were attendance at the game, their exclusive C-3PO pops. I still feel like I've seen these before, like they may have done the same exact pops previously. Somebody can confirm that for me, or let me know whether I'm not right about that. But you see here, of course, that there is an orange variant that has a metallic paint job or chrome going on there. Very shiny looking figure there. And then there's also the black one as well, which I think that one was for specific ticket holders, more of a high price value, basically to that. But yeah, you can look for these on the second market. Of course, the majority of us were not able to attend that game. So again, if you're really interested, shop around, compare the second market prices for those. A Funko Press and Investor Day NFT pop will release on September 13th, and you see it pictured here. I believe it is just this one particular NFT. Now, also with Target, again, Target has a lot going on, especially around this time of year as we start to head towards the holidays. Yeah, Target tends to have a lot going on, but they do have some more pop masks that are starting to show up, and that does include the Hocus Pocus ones that you see pictured here. Walmart has this exclusive Marvel Gingerbread 4-pack, which it does have a glow-in-the-dark sticker on it, but it's just the Hulk figure that actually glows. I like that Funko does these multi-packs of the pops, for people that prefer to have them together. But at the same time, with these glow figures they're doing, I kind of wish that they would put glow touches on all of the figures in the multi-pack. That's just me though. Let me know what you think about that. But again, this one is with Walmart, and it does have an early November release. You also see here a better look at, I did cover these previously, but here's a better look at the DC Gingerbread figures. Of course, you'll be able to get these figures individually, and there is this 5-pack, which is going to be exclusive with Walmart. Now, these figures were briefly listed, the common figures were briefly listed on Box Lunch's website. I think that they may have pre-sold out, or maybe they pulled them down. I'm not sure. But regardless, I think these figures are going to be pretty easy to get if you are interested in them. And remember, you do have that option with Walmart to get that 5-pack. I'm not so sure about Aquaman, whether or not he's exclusive just to that 5-pack, or if he's going to be available individually as well. I may do an update on these when I learn more. If you're a big fan of Back to the Future, then you might want to scoop up this glow-in-the-dark Doc Brown with Pop T. I do believe that's available for pre-order with various retailers. I know I've seen it listed with Entertainment Earth, but I think it's listed other places as well. You also see here the Ravenclaw Jeffrey, which is available with Toys R Us in Canada right now. And for us in the US, we actually can go on to that website and see the figures, but you have to have a Canadian address in order to order that there. If I learn anything about a possible US release of those figures for the Harry Potter Jeffrey figures, if I learn any more about that, then of course I will update you all. T'Challa on Drone is releasing right now in some Target locations. I've not seen this one yet, but it's definitely one. Once I get my eyes on it, I do plan on adding that to my personal collection. And the other Black Panther Legacy figures, which I did cover previously, those should be hitting stores as well. I might have shared this previously, but I just want to point it out again real quick. This Mandalorian Pop Tee, I do like the design of that. That one is a common item that is available for pre-order with various retailers. And then the Amazon exclusive glow-in-the-dark Maleficent dragon. This was revealed a good while ago, months ago, maybe even as much as a year ago, but it is actually ready to ship out now. So if you go ahead and order this, then it will arrive to you pretty quickly. And if you did a pre-order of it, you should have it on the way to you right now if you haven't received it already. So again, focusing on Target, their latest Marvel exclusives did become available for pre-order on the website. At the time of this recording, the only one that is still available to pre-order is the Shuri comic cover, but of course you can be patient and wait for these to show up in stores. And the other figures, of course, include Bullseye as Spidey, and then that Oscorp suit Spider-Man, which I still can't really decide how I feel about that, whether I'm going to go for that or not. I might need to actually see that up close in store once it does become available. Entertainment Earth has an exclusive Hocus Pocus mini backpack, which you see pictured here, and there's a keychain as well. Those items are available for pre-order right now, and they're up for a September release, so they should be releasing very soon, shipping out very soon here if you get your orders in. Now with Loungefly is always doing some very creative things, and one thing that caught my attention on their website is this exclusive Mickey and Friends Halloween Glow Haunted House mini backpack. Yes, that's a very long name, but that just looks really awesome to me. I think it's a great item for Halloween. And then they do have some pin sets based off of that particular design as well, so be on the lookout for that on their website. It's exclusive to their website if you're interested in that. And then they had these other mini backpacks which seem to be on the way. I've not seen these listed on their site just yet, but you see this Avatar one, which that would be pretty crazy to see if somebody actually wore that out in public. I think a lot of people, though, just collect the bags, they kind of hang them up and everything. But yeah, that one is pretty interesting with this design. And then you see the Tron one as well, which looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if that one is glow in the dark. It would be awesome if it is, though. So if I happen to see any update with those particular mini backpacks, then I may address that in a future video. Alright, so Funko has hired a new employee on that used to work with Disney, and it seems like they want him to work on strategic initiatives. So I don't know if we're really going to know for sure exactly what impact he's having with the company or not. We'll just have to kind of watch and see if anything interesting and new happens with Funko in the upcoming months here. There is a hobby stock collectibles exclusive, and this is a Philippines exclusive, by the way, of I'm not sure if I'm saying the name right here, Jose Mary Chan. Forgive me if I said his name incorrectly, because I know sometimes Jose is not always Jose. Maybe it's something else there, so forgive me if I mispronounced the name there. But I'm not familiar with this particular artist, but yeah, this figure is available right now with that particular website, Hobby Stock Collectibles. The Walgreens exclusive Blacklight Frankenstein is starting to show up in some locations. I've kind of stopped going to Walgreens looking for pops because I just have not seen any change in my area recently. But who knows, with Halloween, maybe they will do some restocks. I'll look around and see what happens in my area. Definitely let me know if you've seen any new, recent pops in your local Walgreens. Now, I shared the concept art for these two figures you see here to the right previously. That's all Funko showed us at first. But now you see here these exclusive, and they are going to release on Funko.com, these exclusive figures here of Einstein from Back to the Future, and also Toto and Basket from Wizard of Oz. And these are basically, you might as well say, like pops with a purpose, because they are going to support a cause, and in this case they're going to support ASPCA. So I'm looking forward to the release of these figures. I might actually pick up one or both. I'm not really sure at the time. It's just not so much that I'm a big fan of the franchises necessarily, but I just like the cause basically. So that's why I might actually go for one or both of these when they do become available. And once they do become available, I will try to share that in a community post. Moving forward here with some more random upcoming figures that don't necessarily have like official reveals at this point. So we have here the Winter Convention exclusives, which should include this President Loki, and he's actually being bitten by alligator Loki there. And then another Black Adam figure as well, where he actually has the hood on and his electric power showing there and everything. So yeah, these should be part of the Winter Convention coming up. As I learn more about that, of course, I will update you all. You see here some new sodas as well, which I can't remember if Funko actually revealed these previously or not, but you know, now some people are getting their hands on them, including Rock and Roll. He is a YouTuber. Do make sure you check out his video where he opened these up, and he actually did get the perfect pulls on these. So he has both versions of Sauron, and the Sauron with the chase actually has his mace weapon with him, and then the Misfit Elephant actually has a flocked chase variant there. So again, you could be on the lookout for these releasing pretty soon here. I think they're available, you know, mainly just international right now, but they should be releasing here in the US very soon. And like I said, do check out Rock and Roll's video as well if you want to see these figures in more detail. So some other upcoming figures, again, that have not been officially revealed just yet, include a full new Naruto wave, also a DMX gold figure, and a Coca-Cola Santa, which I did mention previously in the rumor mill. I think I mentioned that DMX gold figure as well in the rumor mill, and I did share a lot of Naruto you know, upcoming possible figures basically in the rumor mill previously, so you can go back and check out some of those previous videos if you're really interested in that. Focusing here in particular on anime, the Barnes & Noble exclusive glow-in-the-dark Deku with gloves. And by the way, I know what it says on the box. It says Izuku Midoriya, but when I look at the website, it does say Deku with gloves. This one is actually currently sold out online, but it may get a restock at some point. And then of course you can look for it in stores, you know, as it's becoming available. The Chalice Collectibles exclusive glow-in-the-dark Might Guy, this is a 8 gates variant of him, is available for pre-order right now, and it's going to have an early 2023 release. I'm not sure if that's a temporary date or like a firm date that it's not going to release till next year. You know, we'll see what happens with that. If it does end up shipping earlier, then I may mention that in a future video. The GameStop exclusive Jujutsu Kaisen 4-pack that you see here does have a glow-in-the-dark Itadori figure within it, and that is available for pre-order right now. You may have to do that pre-order in store. I don't think I saw this on the website, so if you're really interested in it, just check with one of your local GameStops. And then there is this Crunchyroll exclusive Demon Slayer 4-pack on the way with a glow-in-the-dark Zenitsu. Like I said earlier, you know, I kind of wish they had glow-in-the-dark details on all of the figures, but it is what it is. So this is coming soon to Crunchyroll. Don't know exactly when it's going to become available. More than likely when I see that release, I will do a community post. And then there are some more Naruto figures here to be on the lookout for that you actually can pre-order right now. So there's the Entertainment Earth exclusive Killer Bee with Chase. And then there's also the AAA anime exclusive glow-in-the-dark Young Kakashi Hatake, I think is how you say the name there, with Chase. And actually both versions of the figure, I know somebody's going to ask, both versions of the figure do glow, but the Chase does have a different pose going on, I believe there. I think it's showing his powers in a different way. So yeah, be on the lookout for these figures. Like I said, you can get pre-orders in with Entertainment Earth for both of these actually, but then also the Kakashi figure should be available with some other retailers as well. So there are some more Soda figures on the way, and I've already done pre-orders, I think, just for the Moon Knight out of this set. Oh, and Dr. Fate as well. So you see with Dr. Fate and Moon Knight that they're both glow in the dark. So the mold doesn't necessarily change with the Chase. It's just that it's glow in the dark. You know, I really like what they did here with Ben 10. I'm not actually a fan of Ben 10 just because I've never watched the series, you know, but I do like the designs here, and I think it's very cool what they did with the Chase, that he's actually in a different form and it is glow in the dark. So that one has been selling out pretty quickly, but if you look around, all of these sodas here, you should be able to track them down to get pre-orders in. You also see here the Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that one does have a Spirit Chase. We also have here Jim Halpert, of course, from The Office, and he has that 3-hole punch gem chase. And then with Fix-It Felix from Wreck-It Ralph, his Chase is holding a hammer there, where with the common, you know, he just has it on his waist. So again, like I said, these are available with different retailers. You know, you can look around and track these down if you're really interested in them. And there are some more NFL Pops on the way. Of course, these are available for pre-order with various retailers. And I definitely want to hear from NFL fans. Are you happy with the poses that Funko is doing for these particular figures? I see that they're mixing it up a little bit more than they did initially, but I still see some of the same poses repeated a lot, which may not be a big deal because, I mean, you're probably just collecting for your favorite team, not necessarily a whole bunch of different teams. But yeah, just let me know in general, are you satisfied with the poses that Funko has been doing for the NFL players? So if you're a big Sanrio fan, you might be interested in these Hello Kitty and Friends Unicorn Pops. They are very colorful, very eye-catching. And of course, these are, commons. They are available for pre-order with various retailers. And then you see here also Scar with hyenas, which is part of that Disney Villains series, which is exclusive to Hot Topic. It's actually starting to show up in some Hot Topic locations. So be on the lookout for that if you did not order it from the website and you just would prefer to see it up close first. And speaking of Disney, of course, with Walt Disney World, there are some more 50th anniversary pops on the way. I think what they did here with Minnie Mouse on the merry-go-round is very awesome. It's a really nice design, very colorful and very eye-catching. And that's, of course, all the figures you're seeing right here, right now. These are common figures. Now, this Mickey Mouse that you see here, along with the Jose figure, this was a part of a 2-pack, which was listed on Shop Disney, and I think it actually sold out there, but you can get these pops individually as well. So if you didn't catch that 2-pack, again, you can get these figures individually. And then you see here also Mickey Mouse dressed as a bellhop along with the Hollywood Tower Hotel. So again, all of these items here, they are common items. Going to be pretty easy to get your hands on these if you are interested in them. Now, Bullet Train, I actually did I went to see this in theaters. I thought it was entertaining for the most part. It dragged a little bit towards the end. I think they kind of messed up the pacing there towards the end, and some of the humor didn't quite work, but overall, like I said, I think it was an entertaining movie. It had enough laughs to it, enough action to it, and some cool special effects in my opinion as well. So overall, I was satisfied with it. But you see they have a couple of the characters here. They got Ladybug with the chase. I forgot how to say this character's name. Momomon, I guess is how you would say it there. And then the wolf as well. Now I know this is basically just 3 characters, and there were a lot of characters within the movie. I would assume if these do well, then that we could see more of them, because if you've seen the movie, I think you would probably want like a lemon and tangerine 2-pack maybe. So we'll see what Funko decides to do with this, if they do any more with this particular license. And then I think people should be very happy here, because for years I've been hearing people say that they want some Sopranos pops, and now we actually see that they're officially releasing here very soon. Of course, we do have Tony himself, we got Christopher, we got Carmela and Silvio, and then there is going to be a Funko.com exclusive figure of Paulie, and I love that they got him in the tracksuit. That's pretty awesome there. And then of course there's also an Amazon exclusive variant of Tony, which is available for pre-order right now. And be patient with Funko. I'm just going to put that out there. Please be patient with them, because I'm pretty sure they're going to do more with this license. There's plenty more characters that they can do, and I'm sure they're going to work on that. This is probably just to start things out and to feel out the market and everything. So yeah, there's a lot of potential there with Sopranos. And since they got the Sopranos, I mean, they obviously have a working relationship with HBO. I still think it would be nice to maybe see some pops based on The Wire, just at least a couple of the characters. But let me know what you think about Funko's collaboration with HBO. Like, what other HBO series would you like to see figures from? Definitely share that with me in the comments. All right, y'all, it is time for the rumor mill. And as always, some things in the rumor mill will pan out to be true, and some things may not happen. We'll just have to give it time to see what happens. All right, first of all, I want to focus on some Marvel figures that could be on the way, and some of them we know are on the way. But from No Way Home, we could get a finale pop and tea set. I'm not sure what the finale actually is referencing there. We'll have to wait and see exactly what it's referencing. With Multiverse of Madness, we could get a glow-in-the-dark Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch has been getting a lot of love, and I'm cool with that actually, because really do like the character. As far as Amazon is concerned, we could get some exclusives related to Marvel, including the Leaping Spider-Man 3-pack. And I'm not sure if it's going to be the Spider-Man figures that were actually already revealed at Fun Days that you see here in the bottom left. I'm not sure if it's going to be those exact figures or some other figures. We'll wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, that 3-pack I think is going to be pretty popular. Don't know when it's going to release, by the way. Let me go ahead and point that out again. These are rumors for right now, and no specific release dates with them, so we'll find out soon enough. There could be a Multiverse of Madness 4-pack. I would assume this would just be some commons put together. We also could, we know we're going to get the Sinister Six Spider-Man here very soon. It just has not been revealed yet, so that's why I basically threw it on this list. We just have not seen the official reveal of it yet, but obviously that's going to happen. Also with Amazon, it seems they're going to have a 60th anniversary comic series focusing on the Avengers, and each of these will come with a pin. So we should get one for Iron Man, Thor, Black Panther, Hulk, and Black Widow. So I'm looking forward to seeing what those look like. I would assume they're going to have sort of a classic look to them. Very interested in that. It'd be interesting if they actually do those with like the comic style paint job, but yeah, we'll see what happens with those. With Pop Rocks, we could get an Amazon exclusive turn back time share. That should be an interesting looking figure. With Star Wars, again, Amazon exclusives here, we could get a Power of the Galaxy Rey and Ahsoka. I think that's very likely because the Power of the Galaxy figures are focusing on female characters within Star Wars. So yeah, it would make sense to get Rey and Ahsoka. And then also still with Amazon, we could get Mando and Grogu in the N1 Starfighter. That should be pretty interesting to see how that turns out. Again, focusing on Amazon, they could be getting that Bob with Cart. We've seen the proto of this, of course, Bob from Bob's Burgers. It seems like that is going to land with Amazon. With anime, still focus on Amazon. A lot of the rumors floating around right now are in particular for Amazon, but we could get an exclusive glow-in-the-dark Kaminari, I think is how you say that name there, from My Hero Academia. And then also an exclusive glow-in-the-dark Super Saiyan Trunks with sword, of course, from Dragon Ball Super. So definitely keep your eyes on what's going on with Amazon, and like I've been saying, I will try to do community posts to keep you up to date with these releases. Finally, here I wanted to come back to this list for some possible New York City Comic-Con exclusives. Now, I'm not going to run back through the full list because I did cover the majority of this last time. I just want to mention the ones that were not on that previous list. Now, actually, I did share previously that there could be a Swampfire figure from Ben 10. But I don't think I knew at the time that this could be possibly shared with Walmart. So that's why I'm mentioning it again. And some of these other figures, could be with Walmart. I have those pointed out here. But like I said, I'm not going to read through the full list. Now with Grape Ape, of course, there's already been a Grape Ape soda previously. I'm guessing that this one might be a blacklight variant, but we'll see what happens with that if they do a Grape Ape soda for this convention. With G.I. Joe, we could see Sergeant Slaughter. I think some people would go for that one. With the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers crossover, we could see Michelangelo with this convention. That would make a lot of sense there. With Stranger Things, we could see Vecna, and he may come with dice, actual, dice that you can play with, I guess. We'll see what happens with that. Now, I know they've done a Vecna based directly off of Dungeons and Dragons before, and that one did come with a dice, but yeah, this one is supposed to be based on Stranger Things. From The Crow, we could see, of course, the main character Eric Draven as a soda. Now, the Jerry with clown nose, I'm not really sure if I know what that reference is. It could be a reference to Tom and Jerry, because I know that there was an episode of Tom and Jerry where Jerry was actually dressed up like a clown, and he did have a clown nose. So maybe that's a reference to that. I'm not 100% sure about that, though. With Looney Tunes, we could see Yosemite Night, him in the night outfit, Yosemite Sam in the night outfit. We could get a Green Lantern John Stewart soda. I would be down with that if that does happen. Focusing in particular on Marvel for this convention, we could also see from Spider-Man No Way Home a Lady Liberty with shield. Of course, she would have Cap's shield. That would be interesting to see. We could get a pop based on I Am Groot. Of course, there's going to be a full wave of I Am Groot figures on the way, so I'm not sure exactly what variant this would be here. And then we could get a character from Secret Invasion, which I would hope that would be Nick Fury, but I don't know who all is going to be in that series, honestly, so there's no telling what's going to happen with that. But yeah, these are some possibilities right now for New York Comic Con. This may not be the full list. This may not be an accurate list. We will find out very soon here in the very near future. Could be with even in the next couple of days. All right, y'all, so that is going to do it for this edition of Funko News. As always, I hope that you got something out of it. Definitely let me know which figures caught your attention. What are you going to try to add to your collection? Also, let me know what have you seen in stores recently and what have you picked up to add to your collection. If you haven't done so already, please drop a like on the video. That's a very easy way to show support, not just for me, but for all YouTube channels that you like to watch. Share the video also if you think it's going to help out other collectors. I do appreciate you all taking the time to check this out, and I will talk to you all again real soon.